Novatech is an amazing, amazing platform that stands by itself. All right. You ever been at a basketball game and you see like literally really, really tall people, right? The players are absolutely tall, but there's just always that one player that stands above the rest. Well, this is what this picture represents when it comes to an industry that's full of giants. But there's only one that's been doing it for as long while being a private company, but open to the public. And that's the company that we're going to talk about today called Novatech. Guys, I'm bringing to you trading profits made easy, a fully automated and cryptocurrency trading platform. When I say fully automated, I mean simply Novatech does all the work. Okay. All you have to do is make a decision to say, I want to make a deposit, and they will do what they've been doing over the last 3.5 years publicly to hundreds of thousands of people in hundreds, well, I'm not going to say hundreds of countries, but over 100 countries. And that's manage our crypto portfolios. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to literally start this presentation by showing you the potential of what the money looks like. Why? I think the facts speak for itself. Again, it's 3.5 years. All right. 70% of the people that's in this company, all right, lives between the US, the UK, Australia, and Africa, some of the major and big continents of the world. All right. So it's not a matter of is it happening? It's happening. However, I want to show you right now how the money works. And in doing this, I have to go over this disclaimer because everything that I'm going to share with you today, first and foremost, all right, has no guarantee. There are no guarantees in what we do. I'm sorry, guys. In order to become as successful as hundreds of us have become in the last year, you can't worry about guarantees. You want a guarantee? Wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get ready to go to that career or job where they'll never pay you what you truly know that you're worth. All right, guys, this compounding calculator is not a part of Novatech. This is a simple tool that you can literally pull up on your cell phone, all right, or on your computer by going to the calculatorsite.com, okay? You can use this for just about anything financial, whether it's mortgage, whether it's car payments, whether it's trading, investments, anything dealing with numbers, this calculator is definitely here for you. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to actually bring up the actual calculator. Give me 1 second. And let me share my screen. Boom, there we go. All right. And there it is right there. All right. So again, all you have to do is go to the calculatorsite.com. You're going to hit on finance, and then you're going to look for Forex compounding calculator. All right. And this calculator right here is going to pop up. Now, for example purposes, why? Because again, Novatech does not guarantee anything. For example purposes, I want to share with you, if you happen to be a trader of Forex, all right? Some of you may know what the Forex industry is. Some of you may not. The Forex industry is the largest industry in the world. Not medical, not technical, not business, nothing trumps a $7 trillion a day industry. All right. It simply means every single thing that you do on a daily basis when it comes to goods and services and you exchange money goes through the foreign exchange market. And if you decide to learn how to trade, develop a skill set, you are literally able to take very small amounts of deposits, all right, investments, and literally turn it into tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in a matter of 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. This is what is happening in the Forex industry and has been happening for the last decade or two. This company has made it very simple. Here's what they know. You don't want to trade. Why? Because you don't have time to learn another skill set. Just like if you only speak one language and you're an adult, it's probably unlikely that you're going to learn a second language. Why? Because your brain's not programmed for that anymore. Well, we want to show you how Novatech is doing all the heavy lifting and is willing to invest our deposits in the crypto and Forex markets. And they not promising, but managing our portfolio can potentially earn us profits on a weekly basis. Now, let me go ahead and put a $1,000 balance in this calculator, all right? And I'm going to use, for example purposes, a 3% weekly return. Now, why am I using the number 3? I'm using the number 3 simply because if I look at Novatech's results over the last 3.5 years, they've actually averaged somewhere around 3.3 to 3.4% on a weekly basis over the last 3.5 years. So I don't want to overpromise and I don't want to underdeliver. So I'm just going to use 3%, not to say that you go out there and say, hey, Novatech guarantees me 3%. That's a lie if you go out there and say that. So don't go out there and say, talking about Dap said it's 3% guaranteed, all right? I'm using it as an example. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put 5 years in here, okay? The reason why I'm putting 5 years is simply a lot of people can't see 30 years down the line. Even though retirement is not till 15, 20, and 30 years down the line, most people don't see that far. And if I did that here, it would technically be unrealistic. Why? Because again, people cannot see that far. All right. So I'm going to use 5 years, which is not long, but it's also not short. It means there's going to be a process. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and change this compounding that you see here to weekly. Compounding simply means you're not taking out your profits weekly. You're going to redeposit your profits so that your balance grows weekly. All right. Compounding has nothing to do with interest. Novatech does not pay interest. That's what banks do. And I'm sure you know banks do it on a very, very minuscule, microscopic level, right? Somebody raise your hand if you agree with me that your bank is only going to pay you on a microscopic level, meaning you're not going to see anything that's going to be anything life-changing in the next 20 or 30 years. I don't care if you got 500,000 sitting in the account. All right, guys, I'm sure you guys all agree. That's why you're raising your hand. Now, watch what happens when I hit calculate. That $1,000, no matter what type of platform it's in, if that platform can produce an average of a 3% weekly profit, you could potentially have over $2 million in your trading account off of a $1,000 deposit, not adding anything else to your account. Now, that's absolutely amazing. Now, what's more amazing than this number is the process in how you get there. See, I know some of you that are brand new right now are looking at that number and say, look, Dap, that's a nice number, but with what I do for a living, it's going to take me 30 years in retirement to see that. How in the world can you even potentially show me this in the next 5 years? Well, I'm about to show you no different than a trainer, all right, putting you through the grind at the gym every single morning when you wake up. All right, we're going to go through a process real quickly. Let me show you what that process looks like. All right, so if you look at this projection, this breakdown, all right, this is going to break down our routine on a monthly basis, right? So in the first month, if you look right here, it shows you that if Novatech was able to provide a 3% weekly return or 12% monthly return on your deposit, you would roughly earn somewhere around $136. All right. These are not exact, at least Novatech's not exact, even though this calculator is. Why? Because the calculator is going to put in, all right, and spit out, right, whatever we put in. Right. So $136 is what you'll make in your first month. I know some of you are like, $136 ain't a lot of money, Dap. And you're right. It's not a lot of money. But when you put it in perspective, $136 on $1,000, that's a lot of money, guys. All right. You want to know how awesome this gets? Look what happens after the first month. When you take that 136 and you add it back in for the month, you now have 1136. So in month 2, your potential would be 155. And if we keep on going down the spectrum and we go 12 months down, your $136 could potentially turn into over $559 of monthly profit. What makes it even better is that you have over $3,600 of real profit, not including the $1,000 that you deposited, which would make it a total of $4,600 in your account. All right, guys, I know you're getting excited, but you're not there yet because I'm about to take you a step further. Look what happens as we go 18 months down the line. Now you're earning somewhere around $1,200 a month. Let's go 24 months down the line. Ooh, this is getting sweet. $2,600 a month after just 24 months of your money earning potentially through this Novatech platform. Even better, you got 21,000 sitting in your trading account. Hold up, Dap. But I just had $1,000 sitting in there 24 months ago. You're trying to tell me that my money just grew literally 20 times over in the last 2 years, and I didn't have to do anything except for redeposit my profits weekly? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Dap. All right. Well, guess what? Look what happens if you decide to say, Dap, I don't want to wait 24 months. I want to start making a potential $2,600 at the end of 30 days. Well, then don't put in $1,000. Deposit 21,000 in your account, and you will potentially earn 12% or more, or maybe a little less. It depends. We don't know what tomorrow brings on your actual $21,000, guys. That's how amazing Novatech is, and we're going to talk more about this as we go a little further. All right, let's go 36 months down the line. Look, I'm not even going to go any further than this because you know why? I'm sure nobody on here that's not a Forex trader or a crypto trader has ever seen 1,000. Matter of fact, somebody raise your hands if you've never seen $1,000 go to 100 grand in 3 years with you doing no work. Raise your hand. I mean, I know I can raise my hand. All right, because it only happened for me when I came into this space. All right, it doesn't happen. You got to be involved in the space. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you how going forward, your life is going to be different. You're going to realize why it's important for you to know what you don't know. All right, guys. Again, I can go further and further down. I don't want to entice you with the big numbers, the million and the 2 million in your account. That's all relative. It's going to happen through the process. All right. If you want a ripped 8-pack and 16-pack, you got to go through the process. It's not going to happen after 12 months. It's going to happen after 24 and 36 months. And after you eating the right foods, right? Mentally staying strong. It's the same concept here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's break some other things down in this calculator because I know you guys are excited and you're like, Dap, I don't even want to hear no more. All right. Team Diamond got, I don't know, 50,000 plus people. We got almost going on $200 million of deposits just on our team in the last 13, 14 months. This company has hundreds of thousands of people, probably billions of dollars of money being invested. You're like, I'm late to the party. I'm just ready to get started. I know you are, but hold on for a second. All right. I want to show you some other scenarios just in case it may interest you. Remember that $1,000, 2 million potentially in 5 years? What happens if you added an additional $500 to your account on a monthly basis? Right? It's like contributing to a retirement, right? I'm not saying that this is your retirement. What I'm saying is you're contributing to it like you would a retirement, right? Some of you contribute to your pay, to your retirement, your pension, whatever it is, every week, every 2 weeks when you get paid, right? You don't even see that money. Ladies and gentlemen, look what happens to that $2 million. It can potentially turn to $10 million in 5 years. You want to see something sweeter? Forget the 5 years. All right, let's break this down. Let's go monthly and look what happens in just 24 months. Look right here at the 24-month mark. Remember, it took you 3 years to get about 100,000 in your account if you only deposited $1,000 and that was it. You just shaved off a whole year because you've been contributing to your account. You want to get a better body. You want to feel better faster? Don't just go to work out. Start to change what you put inside of you, right? When you deposit into your trading account, the results happen faster. Is there any better of an analogy? I don't think so. Let's keep it rolling, guys. 3 years down the line, woo, this thing is getting sweet. 465,000. If you keep on adding $500 every single month, you're talking about over $55,000 a month. I want to share a testimonial with you guys, all right, before I leave this calculator. So I'm gonna share two testimonials with you. Yesterday, I was speaking with one of my team members as I was at a park with my kids skating, and he was at his aunt's beauty salon. And he's been trying to get his aunt into Novatech, but she's always working. So she doesn't have time to look at videos or any of that stuff. And he was explaining it to her. And the lady in the actual chair said, "Are you talking about Novatech?" He never mentioned the name. He only explained how they're earning an average of 2 to 4% a week and they're not doing anything. She says, "Well, my husband's in Novatech." And guess what? Her husband's been in Novatech since June of 2019. They are Amtrak employees, meaning they work for the Amtrak company, the train company, the passenger train company. Not only does he work for Amtrak, but he shared it with dozens of his Amtrak employees. And why would I not say that? Well, let me say this. They're all making in a month more than they earn in their careers yearly, ladies and gentlemen. And they're not sharing this and building it with massive teams, just making a deposit over the last 3 years, watching Novatech do what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, I got another testimonial from one of the #1 income earners or profiteers in this platform. He spoke to me literally about an hour ago, and he talked to me about a gentleman that passed away literally 3 years ago, a husband that passed away. All right. And he literally took $600 that he gave him and put it in an account and is about to bless that husband's family with over $100,000 in an account that's been averaging whatever it's been averaging from literally a $600 deposit. Here, a family is about to see $12,000 plus a month because of a seed that was sold before that father passed away. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we're not here to sell you, coerce you, manipulate you. We're only here to state the facts, what is happening to each and every one of us. And this is why you're here today. Guys, let's stop this calculator. I don't even want to go anymore with that because we don't need to entice you there. What we need to do is share with you the facts so you can get off this line on this Sunday evening, depending on where you are, and you can get back with that person that shared this with you. Thecalculatorsite.com, guys. Log it into your mind, put it in a text message. You can go and play on it whenever you choose. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's talk about who we are. All right. Novatech is a subsidiary of NovaPay LLC, which means there's a lot of other companies under this umbrella. We're just one small aspect of many other companies in this NovaPay LLC umbrella. Okay. There are other products and services within the companies. There's Bitcoin ATMs that has nothing to do with how we get paid, right? That's how Novatech and NovaPay LLC is able to add other additional ways that they're able to generate capital. They got crypto and debit card transaction businesses. They have Bitcoin mining. We participate in the crypto and Forex trading platform, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's talk about our owners, Cynthia and Eddie Petillon, the Reverend Cynthia and Eddie Petillon. This couple right here, let me make it very clear. Just like I've been in this industry for quite some time, and so many of you have been, we have all been a part of many different types of businesses and opportunities where we were distributors and investors. Maybe we were employees. We had great times. We had great success, and we've had challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, they've had it all. And through all of those things, they've created a recipe and a cake that's being baked. Oh my God. Oh my God. And guess what's happening? Each and every one of us, all right, are now being able to taste the cake. All right. Eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. This couple has 40 years of combined experience. You can see it right there. I don't got to tell you guys, from cryptocurrency to software and project management. Let me just say this. All right. I want everybody to go out and do your homework, do your research. Let me make one thing clear. This couple here has helped hundreds of thousands of people across the world. All right. This is the first company that they've ever owned exclusively. Nobody else can take any credit for what it is that they do. Novatech is the real deal, and this is why it's changing hundreds of thousands of people's lives all over the world. Take it from what Dap is saying. It's for real, all right? Let's keep this thing rolling. I want you to hear straight up from our CEO, the Reverend Cynthia Pettion. She's going to give you a quick 2 to 3 minute synopsis on how Novatech operates.
Hello and welcome. My name is Cynthia Pettion. I am the CEO and one of the founders here at Novatech. And I'd like to first say thank you for taking a moment of your time to learn more about our business plans. And a very special thank you to whoever introduced you to this opportunity, as well as to our leaders around the world who are taking time out of their day every day to share this opportunity with communities like mine and yours so that we can spread the good vision of Novatech. Now, I'd like to ask you one simple question before we get started. Have you ever heard this before? I will never do another online business ever again. Well, if you have, you're not alone. We've heard it many times ourselves, and we understand how you feel. And perhaps maybe you were the one who said it yourself. Well, we hope we can change that. And we'd like to offer you maybe a little glimmer of hope or a better opportunity that you couldn't find before. And it's the reason why my partners and I got together back in June of 2019 to build Novatech. We are a registered broker with MetaTrader offering a Forex and cryptocurrency trading platform. Currently, we offer a couple of different styles of accounts, including a PAM account, which is our pool asset management account. And this allows passive investors or those who don't necessarily know how to trade the ability to invest in one of our master accounts and allow Novatech to trade on your behalf. Now, we also have our MT5 accounts, and this is for people who want to be able to trade on their own. And you can trade whether you are a skilled trader or a novice trader, or open up a demo account just to test it out first. But you can go ahead and trade on our platform with very low commissions and spreads and be able to earn income on your own without any intervention from us. And recently, we offered a very exciting program, which is and this finally, we have something that we can call our own, something that we're extremely proud of. We've built a program and a strong foundation that is not only sustainable, but profitable. So guys, this ends my time here with you. I hope to be able to see more of you. And if you have any questions, please reach out at any time. We have our help desk support available at contact@novatechfx.io, and hope to see you soon.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I think somebody had their phone unmuted, so they had to mute everybody, and it muted me. But that's okay, because guess what? Dap is about to regurgitate some of that information that she actually gave you, and I'm about to dive a little more in. And if some of you are a little sensitive, I highly recommend that you close your ears, because I'm about to get real. All right. If you don't like real, go sell some lotion, potion, juices, teas, coffees, body wraps, TV commercials, and insurance and all that other good stuff. But we about to get real here, because again, this is about buying your freedom back. All right. And you're going to buy it by simply making a deposit. But before I go there, let me again talk about Novatech. Novatech was established in June of 2019. They are legally a registered trading advisory and company operating its own MetaTrader 5 platform. Okay, and I'm going to explain a little bit about what that means. Let me also say a couple of other things. People ask, well, okay, first off, is Novatech in the US? Novatech is registered to do business as a trading advisory company in the state of Florida. You go to sunbiz.org, look up NovaPay LLC, you'll see all of the credentials, all right? However, they're not licensed in the United States to trade Forex. They're licensed to trade Forex outside of the United States, in where 99% of its competitors are licensed, all right? About 10 to 15 years ago, there was something called the Dodd-Frank Act. Doddfrank. All right. This goes for all my financial advisors and everybody out there that doesn't understand this particular space. When that act was put into place, it was put into place for two reasons. One, to protect the American consumers from losing money. Okay. All right. And then the other, all right, was they just ain't want you to be a part of this. All right. Long story short, what ended up happening is all the major companies went overseas, offshore, so that they can bring in the retail customers. Like 90% of all traders are in the US, but they don't use regulated brokers in the US. They use the unregulated brokers outside of the US, or the ones that are licensed outside of the US. And when I say unregulated, it simply means this, guys. All right. In the United States, it's simple. Uncle Sam wants to make sure that they know everything that you're doing whenever you're doing it. Why? Because they want to make sure they get their piece. That's where the crypto space came into play. Decentralization, right? Ambiguity, whatever that word is, where you want to stay anonymous. All right. I got a PhD, public high school diploma. So some words I don't really know. All right. And the space was designed for people like you and me to operate, to be able to not have to deal with the banks and the fees and all that stuff telling us when we can do things, when we can't do things. And this space has now become global and worldwide, where you have countries that are using cryptocurrency as their means of exchange. So what I need for you guys to understand, while you're not going to learn how to trade or any of that stuff here, your money is going to be working for you with a reputable company that understands the ropes. They have their legal counsel and everything that has been put in place to allow this company to operate the way it's been operating. Okay, they don't do anything illegal. All right, let me make that very clear. So whoever you talk to out there that's not in Novatech, they don't know what they talking about, and they just gonna miss out. All right, guys. Anyway, Novatech is a registered MetaTrader 5 broker. Let me break it down again. In order to be a MetaTrader 5 broker is like having your credentials to be a bank in the US. All right. In order to be a bank, for people to walk in and make deposits and withdrawals and to get loans and to trade in the markets, you got to be legal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they are legal internationally, not just domestically. They are legal. That's why they are a MetaTrader 5 broker. If you want, go to novatechfx.com on your own. Sign up for free, register. You don't need nobody's link or anything. And you can start trading the markets right now with demo money. And when you feel like you're comfortable, drop a couple $100 in there and start trading the markets for real. And you'll see how real Novatech is. Guys, let's keep it moving. Novatech's trading platform. We have something called PAM accounts. PAMM stands for Percentage Allocation Management Module. It simply means we all gonna open our own individual accounts, and the company is going to pool all of our funds together like a mutual fund or something like that, right? We're not saying that that's what this is. I'm giving you an analogy, right? And they're going to manage it for us. They have real traders, employees. Some people say, well, can we meet the traders? Heck no, you can't meet the traders. Do you ever meet the traders at Chase or Wells Fargo or Bank of America or Citibank? I don't care if you got $1 billion. That's not your business. Your business is make a decision. Do you want to use us? We have our track record to show you. Either you do or you don't. Either way, we respect you, right? Anyway, let's keep it moving. At the end of a specific trading period, it happens to be every Friday. All right. Yeah, you heard me correct. Every Friday. It's that day that comes after Thursday, which is like Christmas Eve for people in Novatech, because we're all big adults from 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. No disrespect to anybody that's over 80. You're included in this, right? We are always excited about what's about to happen and what's about to be under that tree when it comes to the profits that we potentially can earn. And we're going to talk about what those profits look like in a second. All right. So every Friday, the company will equally distribute whatever profits they have to all of its investors. It don't matter if you got $1 million in your account or $1,000 in your account. If we earned a certain percentage, we all earn the same thing. So all you big ballers out there that say, well, if I put $1 million in, am I going to get a higher percentage? Heck no. Go to a scam for that. All right. Let's keep it rolling. Anyway, let's keep this thing track progress. Trading performance reports. This is important. It's important if you want to show somebody that this thing is real. Okay. Novatech, since I've been in, September 11th is when I joined. My partner joined about a week and a half before me. Her partner and co-founder joined about maybe a month and a half before her. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen as high as about, I think, 4.2% for the week. We've seen as low as 0.065%, which is a little over a 0.5%. And that was this past April. It was only 1 week. And that's when the entire market took a huge crash because of, I don't know if you guys know, a Luna Terra and that $1 billion fund that went down and the whole market just went sideways. Well, guess what? While everybody lost 15 and 20% on their portfolios that week, we still earned over 0.5%. Shout out. Everybody raise your hands and give a whoop whoop if you were a part of that and you experienced profits when even your own retirement, your own, trading accounts that you don't even deal with went down. Guys, it was some really awesome stuff to see, guys. We are a part of some really great stuff. All right. Tracking progress. January of last year to December of last year. All right. All my Amtrak workers and all my Novatech people that were in for that whole year. Shout out to you guys. You did a 14.825% average per month in the year 2021. That's like 3.6, almost 3.7% average per week in the middle of COVID. While people was taking out PPP loans and trying to figure out where the next dollar was going to come from, people in Novatech was just literally enjoying life, guys. And that's what we are experiencing now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you withdrew your money every single month last year, you averaged 14.825%. That's over 177%, if I'm correct, on your money over a whole year. If you didn't take your money out, which a lot of people didn't because they understand that this is not about today. It's about what this can really do for me, my family, for my mission in life of what I want to do. And when I say me, I'm speaking about you guys, right? Over 400% return in the year 2021 if you didn't touch your funds and you redeposited those funds on a weekly basis, guys. Shout out to real people, real profits, real results, real company. Now let's talk about what really matters, which is how much money y'all made in the last 4 weeks. Well, guess what, guys? This past Friday, which was the first Friday in October, guys, shout out to everybody. Raise your hand. Everybody on here, let the 500 people on here know that you earned 3.26% on your money. And I want you to call your person up. Matter of fact, text them while we're on here right now and say, how much did you earn in your portfolio last week? You got the little ice cream like Eddie Murphy and was it Delirious? You can't have none. It's my ice cream. No, you can have some too. You want to lick? Psych. All right, let's keep it going, guys. September, we did 3.3%. The week before that, we did 2.78%. The week before that, we did 3.08%. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is not the only company, all right, in the world that's doing this. Let me make that very clear. So I don't want you guys to think Novatech is like the creme de la creme and the grand, no. There's a lot of companies that do what Novatech does. It's just not a lot of companies doing it for the average person that look like you and me over the last 3.5 years. Can I get a whoop whoop? Let's keep this thing moving, guys. Why is Novatech different? This is my favorite slide in the entire platform, guys. Let me give you guys a testimony. I've been in this crypto space for literally 2.5 years full time. All right. I've made millions of dollars, spent a lot too, to the point now where I live a very stress-free life. I spend my time serving. I'm just about to be a deacon, the first deacon in my church plant. Not that that may mean something to you, but it means something to me as an example to share with my 6 children and to my brothers that are out there that are searching and think that life stops with just us. No, there's something bigger and greater. All right. Novatech has competitors out there. There will always be. But here's what I want you guys to know. And this is not pointing at any particular company. What this is doing is giving you a little discernment and a little understanding, especially if you're a novice, all right, and you don't really understand this space. You may have done some things here and there and you just figure you just can't never win. Let me tell you why. When you join a platform that promises you something in return, guaranteed, run. Especially if it's in a Forex or crypto space where you can earn daily or weekly. There ain't no such thing as guarantees in this space, guys. All right, that's rob Peter to pay Paul. All right, guys. You can trade as long as you want on this platform. There is no restriction. There are no requirements for you got to stay here at this amount of time or none of that. Why? Because they're trading. Your money is liquid. If you don't want it to be there, you snatch it out, guys. No repurchase requirements. All right, when you make a deposit, you don't want to make another deposit, you ain't got to do nothing else. If you want to take your money out every single week, take it out. All right, you can cancel this platform at any time. There's only one stipulation. All right, in the first 90 days, and this is a correction from last week because I saw something which was an old document. All right, if you want to cancel and you do it in the first 90 days of your career in Novatech, they will charge you a 15% processing fee. It ain't a penalty, it's a processing fee. Why? Because they need your money to mature over at least 90 days so that they can make profit. They're investing your money. What they're pretty much saying is, don't come into Novatech if you plan on taking your seed money out to go pay some bills. That's not what this is for. You don't do it in your own 401ks and your 403bs and IRAs and mutual funds. Why would you do it in a platform that's paying you more in a week than those are paying you in a year? Can I get an amen? Let's keep it moving. 100% of your capital you have access to. You can withdraw, like I said, at any time. All right. There are no withdrawal limits. That should be there like 3 times. There are no withdrawal limits. Now, does that mean that Novatech will always keep that? No. But I think for the most part, there's no reason for them not to. Why? Because they're a transparent platform. It's your money. They're just trading it. If you don't want to have it there, it might take them a couple of days to take it out, but it's yours. All right, guys? No withdrawal limits. No earning cap. Novatech doesn't say, oh, well, you're capped at 200% for the year or 300% for 18 months. How can they give you a number? If the market keeps on shooting up, then you keep on making profits, right? If the market goes down, then the profits may be much, much less. Maybe a week where we won't get any profits, all right? Even though that hasn't happened yet, which is the glory of God. That's awesome, right, guys? But again, I'm trying to get you guys to understand that there are no guarantees here. We can only go on past results, and we've been excited thus far with what we've seen. No trading skills required. This is a global opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So when someone asks you, well, is this a US based business? No, it's not. It's a global based business. They just happen to have a registration in Florida. So the company is here. Yes. The owners live here in Florida. So they're accessible, which is important because that means they got a lot to lose. They ain't hiding in Panama. All right. Or wherever they may be. Right. They're here. Very important, guys. All right. And no recruiting is required. How many people like that? Raise your hand now. I know. Come on now. Y'all used to be network marketers still today. People that just don't. How many people love the fact that you don't have to share this with nobody? You ain't got to convince nobody. Come on. I can get at least 30 hands. I'm not saying nothing else till I see at least 30 hands go up that said, I am so happy that I don't have to go around and share this so I could prove to people that don't believe in me anyway that this does work. Amen to that. Look at that. That thing is just riding out, guys. All right. Trading packages. How do we get started? It's real simple. Get in where you fit in. If you saw what I showed you as an example earlier with the calculator site, I didn't show you a $500, $4.99 or $99. Novatech makes this very simple. This platform is about the less fortunate. I'm going to be real with you. All right. You don't believe me? You can watch a 15-minute video that I put out last early December when we had our first Novatech yacht extravaganza right after COVID or COVID's still here, but, and, you know, Cynthia and Eddie, they spoke about their mission. This is about people in Africa. This is about people in the Caribbean, in Haiti, in South America, in Mexico. They want to help people around the world, not just in the US. They want to help people that have ceilings where they don't have what we have here in the US, ladies and gentlemen. So if you happen to be fortunate, this platform is only going to make you more fortunate, guys. All right. So if you need to come in at $99, by all means, then come in. I just don't recommend you stay there. You want to put into this company no less than $500. Why? Because there are a couple of things, all right, that will work against you if you come in with just $200 or $300. What I'm talking about is that $25 monthly fee that you see here. Very minimal. I know some of you are waiting for that. How much does it cost to join this company? It costs $0.99. $0.99. It don't cost nothing to join this company. At the end of 30 days, once you have seen profit, is where Novatech will pull the $25, not from your pocket. Somebody raise your hand if you love when companies say, we're not charging you anything. We'll take it from the profits that we earn you and not you give us first, when it's us that's supposed to be making you the money, right, guys? Thank you, Novatech, for seeing that and delivering on that for us, guys. All right. So come in wherever you fit in. You have to use Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or USDT. If you don't understand what those are, when you get with the person that shared this with you, they'll break it down. I also recommend, guys, go on YouTube and learn about cryptocurrency, learn about the exchanges, centralized versus decentralized, non-custodial versus custodial. Learn those things. There's literally thousands of 5-minute videos that break down pretty much what a cryptocurrency bank account looks like. All right. It's really simple stuff, guys. All right. There's no service available in Texas, South Carolina, Montana, Hawaii, or Alaska. However, if you're in any of those states, don't hang up. Get with the person that shared this with you. They'll give you a little more information. I promise you, if you hang on, you talk to them after the call, you'll be able to get the information from them. All right, guys, let's keep this thing moving. Shout out to all of our VIP members. If you're a VIP member, guys, raise your hand again. Let people know you got 25,000 or more in your actual trading account right now. And if you do, you are a VIP, which means Novatech says, one, we're going to give you a 1% monthly cash back every single month on whatever we earn you, meaning in profits, right? Like a credit card, right? So if you earned $3,600 off of 25,000 for the month, you'll get $36 back, right? You'd be like, okay, that's cool. It pays for my maintenance fee. No, Novatech's going to waive your maintenance fee, the processing fee, right? The maintenance fee, if you have 25,000 or more in your trading account. Now, you don't have to start at 25 to get these benefits, ladies and gentlemen. You can actually build your account up to that, and then it will become available to you at that particular time. All right. Shout out to all of our VIP members. Shout out to the President Club members. Keep your hands up. Raise your hand. If you are a President Club member, it means you have at least 100,000 in your trading account. And yes, it's averaging you at least about what, 12,000 a month. Come on, guys. Come on. If you brand new, raise your hand if you're brand new and you just want to give a shout out, right? Because you want to praise the people. You want to salute the people that are doing that right now. The more you salute and you have gratitude, guys, man, it's all in your attitude, guys. The more you celebrate people's successes, that energy will rub right back on you. Why? Because you're in the mix. You ain't standing on the outside. You're not in the bleachers spectating. You're in the game, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5% monthly cash back reward is what you're going to get instead of 1% if you're at $100,000. 1,000 cash bonus given to you one time as a thank you from Novatech for trusting them with this kind of money. It's not chump change. All right. And of course, the $25 no monthly fee. Guys, dedicated support. What I will say about Novatech, ladies and gentlemen, we have so many people that rush into this and they don't take their time. Let me tell you one thing. If you have the potential to earn 3%, 2 to 4% on your portfolio on a weekly basis, you better take this more serious than owning a Chick-fil-A or a restaurant or a bank or whatever it is. Because, ladies and gentlemen, where are you getting this type of return right now in your traditional investments? Nowhere. All right, guys, take your time when you're filling out your applications. All right, make sure you put your correct email. Don't add an extra letter. Don't forget the .com or at Yahoo or Hotmail and you put Hotmail or Homail. All right, take your time filling out everything, understand it, and then move forward, guys. All right, this is your business, so mind it.